Hey guys, so I'm trying something new. You know why I was not able to go live. But I wanted to share this because I started watching it and I stopped because I wanted to give my live input on Carisha. Like I only probably got to like 2 minutes of it. So I was like, you know what? I was watching it while I was waiting for my food. And I was like, I'm gonna wait to do this because this was very interesting because a lot of us go through it. So I wanted to be able to share this with you guys. Now that I'm able to screen share, I'm excited about that. I kind of did that myself. So I'm going to start be giving more information. So I'm excited about that. I did this myself. And I figured kind of some of this stuff out myself. So I'm doing a side by side, trying to learn how to do all these different things. Um, Kind of waiting for my husband to get up because I do have a report, and I hope he don't get up in the middle of this. But it don't look like it's too long, so we're gonna get through Carisha and her. And I hope it's sharing to everyone because, like I said, this is my first time, but this is more things that I'm gonna want to be able to do um, to kind of learn about it. So let's get into it. Tell me what you guys think. Can y'all see me share my screen? I'm so excited. So I'm learning new things for us, like I said, so I can be able to give my platform more than what they um asking for. But this was something interesting, y'all. So let's listen to Carisha, and I'm gonna give my live feedback on her. We're gonna give my live feedback basically on how she feels about this topic. So let's go. Let's talk about it. And hopefully I can see you guys in the comments. If I'm not able to see you guys in the comments, I have my phone and I hop in the comments myself. I'm gonna put it on mute on my side so I can be able to see what's going on with us. I gotta go through the commercials like everybody else, just in case I'm not able to, because I want to reply. I'm gonna be in the chat with you guys, so I put it on mute. Um, I want to play it, but I want to put it on mute. Just in case I'm not able to, because I want to reply. I'm gonna put it on mute, but I want to reply live to everybody. So let's go about it. She kind of got to me, and I wanted to do this because she started crying to the part like you're gonna see. Y'all gonna see. Let's watch it together.
Hey y'all, what's up? So we back with season 2 of Carisha Please, but this episode is a special edition. And I told myself that I wasn't gonna be strategic or try to find the right words to say, that I wanted to tell my truth, my story on my platform where I feel safe. And I'm ready to get into all the smoke. Clock that T. Bitch, catch
So we're gonna
you.
look.
So I
So
have the one and only, my best friend, Saucy Santana.
I'm here. We get into all things Carisha. I want to call this episode Carisha Speaks.
Oh,
by her having, I'm gonna give my feedback a little bit on by her because it's best to actually have somebody that is your best friend to kind of get an interview because they're gonna know if you're giving it your all, if you're actually telling the truth, if you just holding back, and it can still be there for when it's emotional because they know how much of a toll does it take on you. And I love Santana for her. I love that Santana and them two stick together through thick and thin, through whatever it is. So I really love Santana for her or whatever. Like I kind of understand the city girls, but I really kind of like Carisha. She's really down to earth. She's not trying to give too much. But keep watching it because I hate to see her in a bad place, but we all get there. That's what I love about it. transparent, raw and real, so I can definitely deal with
Because I feel
Carisha.
like you don't talk much. I feel like you let a lot of stuff just, roll over. You'll talk amongst me and you and amongst close ones, but I don't really feel like you address everything. And so today I want you to take this time to put everything on the flow, get it all out, because once you talk today, ain't nobody gonna hear from you till 2028, baby.
Thank you.
So I want you to take today and let everything out, get everything off your chest, and we're gonna get into it.
Let's go. I'm ready.
So I want to get into mental health
Mm-hmm.
with you. I feel like I just want to check on, and I feel like everybody wants to know just these days, how are you? Just in general with life, your kids, family, and just with your career. Like where are you at mentally?
I'm just all over the place.
Hmm.
I'm going through a lot, and some days I just be like, everybody go through this in their career and in life. I feel like in life, everybody go through something, whether it's a breakup, a divorce, a death, just like whatever it is. And I feel like
Let it out. This is a safe space. This is your space to be vulnerable and just really, let out how you feel.
so mentally, like 1 minute I'm happy, 1 minute I'm sad, 1 minute I'm feeling like fuck this shit,
Stop.
and then the next
Mhm.
minute I'm looking at my kids and I'm like, I ain't bring us this far to go backwards.
Yeah.
I work hard. You get me saying? Like
Mhm.
I put in a lot of time and effort in this shit. I did it when I was pregnant alone, and I feel like in life you got to go through shit to get through shit. Like Usher said that, and I was like, wow, that's some real shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like in life everybody is going through something, whether it's a divorce, whether it's a death, whether it's they just lost their job, just anything. And that's what keep me going because I know that like life not perfect, and we gotta learn from our mistakes. And life is a lesson. And I feel like the people that I thought that would be in my corner or
Mhm.
that are like, when I was going through this shit, nobody called me to check on me. Nobody called me to see how I was doing. Like, people was really like, you thought.
Yeah. So when it comes to Diddy, why do you think that?
Let's stop that before we even get to Diddy. Like my input on what she just said, and y'all can drop y'all inputs in the comments about, because we all been there before, no matter if you rich, poor, or whatever you're going through. Like we all have been in a situation so where we thought somebody was by our corner, and people don't be there just to say that. Let's get him. People don't be there just to say that, oh, I'm here for you. Everybody gonna be like, I'm a ride for you. But when it's time to really ride, and I love that about Santana, because it looked like he gonna stick by her side, and she know if she can't count on nobody else, she can count on Santana. And it's just to say that some people, like I'm this type of person, like I can be there for everybody. And I don't have nobody to be there for me. Like I may have like this one or two different people that is there for me, but when it's time to go harder, when it's somebody for me, if I fall on my ass, I can't go look for nobody to help me. I can't have a person. I have maybe possibly, and it's mostly the people that who can hear you when you don't tell nobody nothing. Like it's the people that is by your side when they can hear you cry, and and nobody else in the world can hear you cry. Like you can sit there with a straight face and like nothing wrong. And the people that can see that with that straight face and whatever you going through and how you going through it is can hear those cries like my friend need help, like this person need help, because we all be trying to stand strong, especially in the world that we living in. You can be up one day, you could be down one day, and like she said, she have our kids, and it's hard to be, especially when you have your kids, to really break down in front of your kids, be vulnerable in front of your kids, because you want to try to protect them from everything that it is possibly known and unknown for you to be able to protect them from. But just hearing her and seeing her cry, she probably already knew she's going to get a lot of probably negative feedback, positive feedback, but I love how she's being vulnerable because it seems to me like she holds everything in. And we all have that friend. I'm that friend. I will hold everything in. I hold it all in. That's why everybody think, oh, why are you so strong? It doesn't bother you because you done held it in so long and you done mastered how to hold it in. And when you done mastered how to be so strong in front of the world, so even if I try to be weak, I don't even know how to be vulnerable to the world because I done mastered being strong for so long. It's hard to even be weak. I hope they just stop texting in this group message. I'm about to turn my phone off because I don't want to get nobody message of what I'm trying to do. I really want to be about me. And there's always people will call me, will need me, and I just be want to be left alone sometimes. Like I really want to do my YouTube thing. I really want to do this, and I want to just because to be honest, sometimes it's me is who all I feel like it's. So let's see about what you
That
got to say
you are
about Diddy.
so
And I'm sorry
heavily
that you're crying.
involved in everything.
Young
Like
Miami.
everything that comes out about him, like you said, it's automatically. Well, what you think?
Mhm.
Well, why you? How you feel? What you got to say?
Because people feel like I was Diddy biggest cheerleader and I made him my brand. And I feel like Diddy was on brand for me. I got with Diddy environment to my life. I had him at the office. I was still doing Risha Roulette in the split. All
Yeah.
right on. Ari slapping my ass. I ain't never think I was bigger than the program. I was still on my City World shit. I was still doing remixes. Don't play with it.
You
I
did
was
Gucci Mane,
Gucci Man.
first
I was
impression.
still working. City Girls was on tour with Jack Harlow. We had At Bad, Diddy came to me with the song, told JT, let's get on this record. Like I was still doing City Girls shit. I was heavily involved in the group. I never thought I was bigger than the program.
So with Diddy, what was your experience with dating him? Because I feel like in the headlines, it's a lot of just chaos and it's a lot of allegations. And so I think that's what makes people feel like, well, since you were so heavily involved, you were a part of these things or you were around these things. So what was your experience like, dating him?
Well, I met Diddy at Pre Party and I met him when he was in a love era. And I met Diddy when the world was celebrating him and giving him his flowers while he was alive.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was getting the Global Icon Award, the Lifetime Achievement Award, the Key to the City. He had a new album that was coming out. So I was celebrating him with the world. And I just feel like everybody trying to crucify me for it. Like you was his biggest advocate, you was his cheerleader, but I was just celebrating when the world was celebrating him.
Mm-hmm.
So why am I?
Let's stop because I understand what she's feeling like. Diddy, they need to separate Carisha and Diddy. Okay, she was with Diddy. We all have dated somebody that on the forefront, they was awesome. On whatever they got going on, we don't know what somebody do 24/7. And I feels like because of she was with Diddy and they feel like, oh, she was with P. Diddy, now they got all this going on and she should know everything. But y'all gotta be honest, we have been in relationships, good relationships, bad relationships, relationships that worked out, relationships that did not work out. And we shouldn't be defined from that relationship. Like she just said, she was celebrating Diddy when the world was celebrating Diddy. And we can't fault her because of the simple fact that Diddy made a mistake. That's Diddy mistake. If he made a mistake, we really don't know. But it seems like she's saying she's getting crucified. And I think that we should give Carisha a chance to show because Carisha always been a good person. Let's kind of backpedal on the type of person that Carisha has been before even meeting Diddy. She always been shown she's been a good friend. She always shown she's been silent. She always shown that no matter what, I'm gonna handle my business because this is the type of person I am. Like if I come in your life, I come in your life to win. When JT laid down and did that time, she didn't hesitate to know, you know what? Let me make sure that my homegirl is still eating, regardless of what it is. During that time, it wasn't JT time. She couldn't do nothing. She really couldn't move. But her friend Carisha stepped up. But we tend to forget all the good things about people soon as something negative come in. So I understand where she's coming from. We are forgetting that all the good things that she have done and focus on okay, now is the bad, and we need to crucify her because of who she dated, and that should never be the problem. We cannot sometimes help who we fall in love with. It don't matter who it is. Sometimes we fall in love, and I know I come on here and I speak about different people in a different situations. About maybe the best friend, but sometimes you can't help who you love, and that's who you gonna love. Sometimes your mama can't help it, the daddy can't help it, nobody. If that's the person you love and see genuinely for you and mean you genuinely good, then hey, until you find out who that person is on your own, because we all have probably been told something that we shouldn't do and we still go against it. Should we be crucified? No, it's a lesson that we learn and we gonna move on. And that doesn't stop her, because what the world may have now see of Diddy, he may have never showed her that side. He probably showed her how to love, kind, courtesy, how to get money, and with no hesitation. So we can't fault, because we never know what somebody doing 24/7 of the day. So let's continue for this.
Am I being crucified or why am I being separated?
Yeah.
When I was dating him, it was love, love, love. The frequency is high. We used to laugh because that's like him saying it's always, "What's up, Queen?"
Yes.
So I just felt like I met him like in a whole new era, and that wasn't my experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I met him, it was just like I told y'all on season one. I even asked him like, "Why you fucking with me? Why you fucking with a city girl?
Yeah.
Why you coming into my world?" Because I'm on some whole other shit. Like, you know my lyrics and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just like when I got with him, he was just a man. And like it was more of like, okay, we ain't gonna do that. We gonna sit, we gonna communicate, we gonna get solutions. What's going on? Like, we ain't even going that route. So that was my experience with him.
So a lot of the things that people really like say about him, you didn't experience that as in dating. That's not something that you saw. So is that the reason why you never said anything? Is that the reason why when all of these allegations and lawsuits came apart, like why didn't you speak?
Wow, I just built the most amazing workflow on Monday.com.
I
You
think
build your own workflow? Why? There are a bunch of
we're gonna put that on mute until it go off. I think she didn't speak because why would she have to speak? That's not her. She didn't experience that. She didn't go through that. Why would she have to speak? I'm gonna unmute. Oh, look, I can skip it. So let's unmute it.
Because I can't speak on something that wasn't my experience.
Exactly.
And I can't speak on something that I don't know. I can't speak
Exactly.
on these allegations because I wasn't around at the time. I don't know that person and that wasn't my experience.
So
And to me, that's respect. Because what she's not saying that, oh, they're lying, oh, he telling the truth. She's not picking sides. What she's saying is, look, I don't even want to get into that. Because that I ain't see it. And I can't speak on something I don't know. Y'all want me to sit up here and tell you a lie and sit up here and bash the man that I was loving and I was being with and probably still have love for him when he didn't show me that side. Nobody can make her see something that she didn't see. But people like to love to, like she said, crucify people for experience that they didn't get because they feel like, oh, she should know. Oh, why is she not speaking up? That's not her place. She's not the one that's putting the allegations. She's not the one that's stating that this is going on. She's not, and she's not the one that has anything to do with that. So let's continue.
with you being, I feel like,
Okay.
a survivor of domestic violence, he never hit you in a relationship. He was never violent. It was that something that you had to tolerate, or that wasn't a part of, because I feel like that's the biggest thing to him right now is, what he going through in these lawsuits and that video that came out. And it's like I feel like a lot of people are wondering, was that your experience? And I know personally that you've been through domestic violence before, and I don't think that's something that I know that's something that you've grown from and that you don't tolerate.
I've been through domestic violence in 2 relationships. And I told myself after the second relationship, I would never put myself in that situation again. Especially now being that I'm a mom. I'm a mom. I was a mother then, but like having a daughter, like I would never put myself in that position. I don't stand for domestic violence. I'm just not going for that.
No,
So do you
no,
feel
no,
like
no.
with
Get
dating
back, get
Diddy,
back.
like was
So,
it a business
no, now,
relationship? Do you feel like it was beneficial for you?
I feel like it was beneficial for both of us.
I'm gonna say this. I've been in a domestic violence relationship, so I can get where she's coming from. So it seems like he didn't treat her bad. She didn't have to feel no type of way. But I've been in a very many domestic relation. Well, just really one terrible relationship. Nose was broken. Um, Probably the most you could think of. A gun put to my head, where someone wanted to see me dead. It was a lot, and I was in a very awful domestic violence relationship. Had so hearing another woman going through this same type of domestic violence relationship, it make me understand like where she coming from, and it's hard for people to speak up and say that because. And that's probably be another reason why she probably not saying anything. Cause look, I've been there before and no telling what her experience is, so she could sympathize with any woman. That don't mean she against him or for him. I'm neither nor. And like I said, I've been in a domestic violence relationship, not with my current partner, but with my first child dad. So let's continue to listen to her.
Mm.
I think that, like, I was able to come and be a brand ambassador for their Leon and take it to a whole nother level because I feel like I won't say nobody wasn't drinking De Leon,
Nobody
but
wasn't drinking Deli.
But don't leave. I gotta do
but
my speech.
when I came, it was just like it's a city or a summer we drinking De Leon, we acting bad. So I feel like I was an asset. I honestly just feel like with Diddy, like, I met him at a P party and I don't know what his intentions was, but I don't know if it was like business or he really liked me, but I felt like he when he got me, he really saw something in me, and that's why he was like, you know what, you got a big personality, like you should do a podcast, like you know how to engage in conversations, like you know how to ask good questions. So
Yeah.
I felt like I came into his world and I was able to like turn everything he had going on up a notch. Like he had Deleon, I was able to how the whole world drinking DeLeon, putting in his songs, like I made it popular.
Yeah.
And then with Revolt, I was able to come and make it the #1 podcast on Revolt.
Yeah.
So I felt like, and then with him, it was like he was able to, take my career to the next level. I did the Met Gala. I got ready with Vogue. Like I wasn't going into the relationship thinking like I want to get a purse. I want to go on private jets. I want to get
Yeah, well,
diamonds.
he's dating
Like
a mogul.
I feel like I'm up under a mogul. I want to learn something. Like I want to learn business. I want to learn how to. Okay, you got a network. How can I get a network? Or you had a Sean John. How can I make Carisha Please the next Sean John? So I went into that relationship like on a like more of like I want to become a mogul and I want to learn up under. Most people just want to get their body done. You want to get a trip. You want to just do that video. No, I wasn't one of them.
And that's what I respect about you because even though you a city girl, me being your best friend and knowing you very womanly. I always say that, and like just a grown woman. And so I even seen the elevation in your production, and your team that you started hiring business managers.
Hello.
And I was
Because
like,
I think that like when you get around people, you see certain things. Like you able to like you should be able to learn something from somebody. And I felt like I was able to see like how should my business be operating. Like I should have a chief of staff.
yeah,
I should have a business manager. I should have all of these things in place. And that's what I was learning. Like I took that more of like a learning experience as far as like trying to become a mogul. That's why I'm like, I'm a mogul. I'm a businesswoman. I'm not just a rapper. Like I'm big in rap.
so I'm ready to get into some smoke because I feel like you popping it and you putting everything on the floor. So we really want to dig a little deeper into your Miami.
You ready for the smoke?
I'm ready for the smoke. Is you ready?
So y'all ready for the smoke? What y'all, for the viewers that's watching right now, what y'all feel about everything that she just said, about everything that she going through our life? And that's what I like when people, who have a high standard or have a high popularity, they can still come back to reality and realize, look, I'm still human. I'm going through the same things y'all going through. I'm having the same problems y'all have going through. It's bigger. And her problems may be bigger because she got to stay on this platform and she still got to be mellow about doing things and not doing things and such like that. So I respect that she can even kind of she's very much relatable. I don't think they should put her out because or probably cast her out. I said it because I really think her show that she had going on um is very nice. It was very nice. She was relatable to everybody. I just she was relatable to everybody. Her show was nice, and that was a show that I actually tuned into. And to hear like she was really going through it, and that's why she probably not doing our show. You know how hard when we all going through something and we don't want to face the world with our problems because what the world gonna do? Laugh? What the world? Sometimes they're not gonna help and just laugh and not make it, you know, a great place. So let's continue to watch it. Let's get into the smoke. Let's see what type of smoke. Again, guys, this is my first time seeing this video with y'all up until this point. So let's get into the smoke and see what she's talking about.
So when it comes to, City Girls and JT, y'all was having an argument on Twitter. You felt like, she was making songs about you. She felt like you throwing a rock and hide in your hand. Where do y'all stand at today as City Girls and just as sisters, as friends?
Well, you can put that over here, him over there.
She ain't all good and it's not all bad. Like, we don't talk every day. But it's no beef on my end. I still look at her like as family. But it's not like we on the phone, we chatting every day or we checking in like, hey, she posting my shit, I'm posting her shit. It's not, I won't say we beefing, but it's not.
Heating, ventilation, and air conditioning technicians install.
Just put that on mute till it plays. But what I want to give about that is that, and so y'all get my live reaction with the stuff that I got going on in the background with my family as well. So we're giving a live background. I mean a live thing. But I want to say as well, I'm gonna keep it paused about I have friends, and I don't like friends that if I don't check on you every day, you feeling it's a problem. It's not a problem because I'm not checking on you. I'm going through something. I could be going through something and I ain't got time to even check on myself. I'm trying to get my mental together and you mad because I didn't check on you. Or I ain't send you a text message. What I'm going through, it shouldn't outweigh what you're going through. But I don't like that friends that make it seem like it's a problem if I'm not checking into you every day. Get out my room now. Give it here. It's time for bed. For what what y'all gotta stay up for my thing. So let's play it. You don't need the charger. You're finished with that. Get your bed together. Y'all don't listen. Y'all do what y'all want to do over here. Oh, look, I got out mute. Let's go back.
It'll never be the same.
No, she posting my shit. I'm posting her shit. It's not, I won't say we beefing, but it's not.
Do you feel like taking it to the internet, or do you feel like things that happen behind the scenes have went too far that it'll never be the same motherfucker the old days?
I feel like once we go to the internet, that's kind of like I'm the type of person, like, if we feel some type of way, we can hash this shit out behind closed doors. You could call my phone, we could text each other, we could cuss each other out. But like once it goes to the internet, I feel like you're trying to get people to pick a side. Like you putting people in our business to pick a side, and I don't fuck with that.
And I respect her for that. Because me and my friends, y'all would never know what we going through. We could be mad at each other, but the internet, it ain't going to hit the internet. And that's what I respect about her. So you can't be my friend if you ready to blast me on the internet. If you knowing that you know my number, knowing that you know where I stay at, and you know how to get in contact with me, you know my inboxes and all that, we should never have to go to the internet to see what whoop the whoop. So I respect her 1,000% because I'm not effing with that. I'm not effing with that when you know that we could have hashed that out between me and you. But when you take it to the internet, we going to leave it on the internet, and I'm going to leave you on the internet as well. If you my friend, nobody outside of our circle that we G with should know what we're going through. And definitely not a million people in the whole wide world, knowing that they look at us, knowing that we together, we a group, we two singers should never. So I respect her for that. And things down bad, and she owed apologies. And even if you give me an apology, I respect that, because then I'ma always have to wonder, okay, well, if you don't like this, you what, you gonna run to the internet? I can't G with you like that either. So I respect that 1,000%. Carisha, go ahead. Get in
Because I
this
feel
smoke.
like we've been friends for so long that if we gonna go to the internet, we gotta air each other dirty laundry. Like, I'm gonna have to say some shit about you, you gonna have to say some shit about me, and people gonna have to pick a side. And if we real friends, we ain't going to the internet. I'm not going to the internet. And that's, I felt like, I'm always the one that's gonna let the narrative run and let people think what they want to think and not clear nothing up. Cause it's just, it'll never be that serious to me. Like, I'm cool. I ain't gotta clear nothing up.
So how long behind the scenes do you feel like have things been rocky between y'all two?
I feel like it's been a minute. It's been a minute since shit been going on behind closed doors. Like, I just feel like we outgrew each other. I feel like she was in LA, I was in Miami. She was been working on her shit. I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like every time we try to get together, it just didn't hit.
So do you feel like distance, you living in Miami?
No, you know what it is? And I'm just giving my part before she go on about that. Now, Carisha kind of said that, oh, she was working on her own thing and she didn't know. You thought, when people think they better than you, does it better than you, and realize people forget where they come from, point blank period. Let's just say it like that. People forget where they come from. People forget who they needed when you were trying to get to the top. We needed each other. And now when some people feel, oh, they hearing that, or it's bad news about me, if you my friend, I don't care what the world got to say about me. I pick you as my friend for a reason. And I love that about Santana. I don't care what the world gonna say about you. I'm riding with you. We riding till the wheels fall off, and we riding into that casket drop. There's no way that I shouldn't even know that if we two singers together, if we two business partners, let's put it like that, I should never find out you doing some business, sneaky business behind myself, because you sneakily trying to slide the way. You know why? Because they letting people get in their ear. You letting people get in your ear to tell you that, oh, you better than that, you rap better. Okay, and if you do, we in this together, we gonna eat together, and we gonna ride it out together. Because ain't none of them people gonna be there when they feel like one person, all right. But I bet you when it was Carisha time to hold it down, when that girl did that time, the world was behind her. You don't find too many people like Carisha. She could have dropped them and said, "Oh no, this, that, and the third." You don't find, it's hard, and I feel Carisha every step of the way. And not to take a side, it's to say, you know how hard it is to find genuine people in the world, like genuine people that mean you good. Like, I come in your life to do you good. Once I see that I done got to the point, because it done went to the internet, basically that's what Carisha's saying. I don't see where I can do good by you, because I don't see where you can do good by me. We're going to leave it where it's at, and we're going to keep it pushing. I wish you the best. I don't wish you no downfall, but I see what I wish to you ain't the same what you wish for me, and you down bad, and she down bad. Don't try to leave somebody because you up and you out of the limelight, and you going to think, I'm riding with my friend. Right, wrong, or indifference. We're going to talk about how you wrong behind closed doors. But in front of everybody else, you my friend. I know how you hurting behind closed doors, but in front of everybody else, I'm riding with her. You know what? Let's keep going, because this done made me mad at the end of the day. Because Carisha is a genuine friend, baby. Genuine.
She living in LA. Did that play a part in the wedge of y'all two?
I don't know.
Did y'all go to the studio together? How was recording? Because y'all last album didn't do well, and I feel like even in interviews, y'all weren't in sync.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say this. You know why? Possibly they last album didn't do well, because when the energy not there, when the vibe ain't there, all their other albums did good. You know why? Because the vibe was there, the energy was there, the love was there, the support was there. It was, we gonna do this no matter what. It don't matter what nobody say against us, was there. somebody dropped the ball, and I don't think it's Carisha. That's why it wasn't there, because that person was putting they all into something else. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that a person shouldn't be able to explore options within themselves. But at the end of the day, you got to realize, before you even was able to explore them options within yourself, that person kept your name alive. And she was going to make sure she keep the name alive. She carried a heavy burden by herself. Now that it's not her carrying the burden, now it's not JT carrying the burden, and she have all these negative things on her. When JT was in a light, when JT was in jail, when JT was in the news, and they were speaking negative, this girl rolled for her. This girl, despite what the whole world had to say, I'm going against you. It's me and you against the world. But I guess I understand at the beginning of what she said, okay, it can't be me and you against the world. It can't be, why is he beating on all kind of stuff? It can't be me and you against the world, because it's me against the world. When it was me for you against the world, it was all cool. I'm quite sure she was in her ear, when I get out, I respect you and I thank you and this and that. All that jail talk you probably was hitting her with. But when it's time to show face and be real, that's what people can't be. And people hate to hear raw and real. And they know when you the type of person that's not going to speak up, that's not going to give the narrative, going to let people run with what they're going to say, they're going to forever try to down you. And I respect that. Carisha is a real one. And regardless of what Diddy got going on, anybody else got going on, Carisha a real one. And I'm always watching the news. I'm always watching things. I don't watch TV because I'm always watching things that's going on outside of the world that I live in, outside of the state of Louisiana that I reside in. Because this is a big world and people go through a lot of things. That's why when people I see go through things, and you'd be surprised what people go through. That's why I always say social media, the internet, the celebrity life, whatever type of life, people be thinking it's all glimmer. No, when them doors is closed and you don't see that person on camera, we all going through it. You, me, and everybody else who could think about it to go through it. Ain't nobody can say, even if it's something that you wanted to get and you couldn't get that day, a job you wanted, like she said, the man you wanted, you think that she had wanted to be in the limelight because of what her do? She was hoping that none of the things she probably heard was true. And we always say, don't listen to the streets. Let her get her own perspective. And I feel so bad that she have to let go. When you've been friends with somebody, that's like a bad breakup when you got to let them go, because dang, we done outgrew each other. But dang, when you real and you solid, let me tell you this, you can never outgrow being real and being solid. And that's what she's seen. I held on for her for so long. Now, when it gonna be the time? Because it's her time. It may be JT. Don't never think that it's not Carisha time. It's not about to come back. Because she's a real pretty lady. She take care of her kids. She's a real genuine friend. Also, for me, if Carisha ever see this, the real gonna always go through some, baby. Because they're gonna always try to hold the real down. It's easy to, like they say, you gotta fake it to make it. The real gonna always go through it, because the real gonna always speak. And let me let you know, the real gonna always prevail. The fake can only last for so long. Let's continue.
And it didn't look like something that just happened. It looked like something that's been occurring.
Yeah. I just felt like when we got together, it just wasn't hitting. I just felt like we was just in two different headspaces. Like the way we dressed was different. Like I wear a leotard. JT want to wear something covered. So I just felt like whenever we tried to get together, it just didn't connect. Like we'll be on tour. She got her own dressing room. I got my own dressing room. She riding with her own glam team. I'm riding with my own glam team. When we get on the stage and we do our routine, that was probably like the only interaction we had at the time when we was on tour together. So I don't really know like what was the moment that separated us, but I just felt like it became a time where like when we was getting together, it just wasn't connecting. And I was just like, ain't no money in the group. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not going to the studio together. I'm doing a feature. People calling for the City Girls. It's either me or it's you. It just wasn't connecting no more. And I just felt like that's what really made me like start my own brand. Like I gotta do something because I'm in this group. The group ain't making no money. We not working. So it just became a point where we was just like on two different pages. And I felt like whenever we just a video shoot, just anything, like it just wasn't connecting. And I was just like, you know what, I gotta like figure something out because I do got kids. And that's what really made me start doing like rich roulette and getting into my merch and things like that, because I just felt like the group just wasn't hitting no more.
Basically, right now, today, it's not bad, it's not good, but do you still feel like you would consider JT a sister?
Yeah, I feel like we grew up together. I feel like I'm gonna always look at her as family, but again, like everything I'm not gonna sit here and just like do that strategic question. How are you? Yeah, that's my sister. We go, no, shit ain't all good, but it's not all bad either. And I just want to move forward from there. I don't want to have to keep answering that question. It's just what it is. It's nothing going on. We not in the group no more. She went her own way, I went my own way, and that's just where we at.
Okay, period.
And I don't want to answer it no more, so don't ask me.
Do you own your own home in Louisiana?
We're going to let that go. And let's skip that. Let's pause that. And then I'm going to take it off for me before I forget when I go back and play it. What it is, have you heard her earlier? She was like, she can't, she don't like to go on the internet with things. So I respect her 1,000% on not going on the internet with things. So I respect her 1,000% of not going on the internet with things that, with that. But you could tell that JT moved foul. Some foul things happen. Some foul things she allowed. That if you my friend and if you my sister, it should have never occurred. She know what has occurred, and she not about to get down and deep into the dirty and the nitty gritty. Because at one time she considered her as a friend, right? So since she considered her one time as a friend, I'm not gonna go there. She saying I can go there, but just the type of person that I am, I'm not gonna do that. Respect.
Wow. So let's get into some tweets. So there was a time where JT was arguing with Cardi. And they was going back and forth, going back and forth, going back and forth. And you woke up and said, I was asleep.
I said I just woke up.
I just woke up. And
I
once
don't
you
know.
woke up,
Did I say I was asleep or I just woke
you
up?
said I just woke up.
Mm-hmm.
And after you just woke up, there were no more following tweets.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people feel like you should have jumped in and defended JT, that being your City Girl group member, that being your homegirl, like, and you was on mute.
Mm-hmm.
So elaborate.
Let me tell you something, Santana. And I'm never on mute. Ain't no bitch don't come mute me because I'm gonna get out there win draw. What it is? A win, lose, a draw. Thank you.
Thank you.
But you gotta show me what you got.
We doing only wins over here, Carisha. We don't do win, lose, or draw. Just win. So when you get out, you get out win. You win. No, we don't let people put us on mute, but baby, it ain't gonna be no win. It ain't gonna be no losses.
When them hoes, you gonna have to put me down and I'm still gonna pop my shit.
Mm-hmm.
I never not came to JT defense, ever. She was arguing with Agent R, and I told Agent R, hey, bitch, meet me in Brooklyn.
I remember that.
Like, I would never not come to her defense. Mm-hmm. Just, as us being a group, just as us, fuck being a group, just her being my motherfucking bitch. One fight, we all fight. That's how I was raised. Mm-hmm. Bitch, one swing, y'all all swing. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like I was sleep. I literally was sleeping when I woke up. I see like training and I'm seeing all these tweets. And when I caught up on it, like once I really got caught up on the tweets and I was like reading the context of the tweets, I'm like, they arguing about Super Freaky Girl remix. Bitch, I got left off for bad emoji. Bitch, the queen ain't called me. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm getting caught up on the tweets and I see they arguing about the remix or whatever. And I'm like, the queen ain't called me. And I ain't know nothing about the remix. You know what I'm saying? Like when she dropped the single cover art, the official single cover art for the remix.
And they had all the cities.
And it was like Boston, Chicago, Miami. I'm thinking it's like Trina or somebody, bitch. I'm trying to play the game with the fans. Like, bitch, who it is from Miami? You know, the song was never mentioned to me. I was never called for the song. I was never given a heads up like, hey, you know, I got a song coming out with Nicki or nothing. I never knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
So when that situation came on Twitter and they was arguing about the song, it's like, why insert myself? You know what I'm saying? Like that situation had absolutely nothing to do with me. Bitch, I got left off of bed to Bougie. I didn't even know nothing about the motherfucking song.
Won't be long.
So I just felt like, you know, that was between JT and Cardi.
Long look.
Okay, that's respectable. So my last question for the smoke. Are you still dating Puff Daddy?
I'm not. I said I was gonna tell my truth. I think that it really, really, really hurt me because I just feel like, you know, Puff was a really, really good person to me. I feel like he came and he helped me and, you know, he elevated me and he saw a lot of things in me. And I feel like that's like one of his specialties. Like he know how to like find people and, you know, identify their talent. And he was able to see more than music in me. And I felt like he brought out another side of me. Like he brought out like my jitsu side. Like, you know, my woman side. Like it was like a lot of things that I didn't see in me that he brought out of me. You know, like, baby girl, you more than music. You are icon. You a motherfucking mogul.
I did.
You know what I'm saying? Like, put God first. Make sure you keep God with everything that you do. But I just felt like
you looked at tired. So
when all of these things came out, I just needed to take a break and focus on what's important. It was just me and my career,
you and I'm tired,
and my family, and just, you know, let him navigate and figure that out on his own because I can't be caught up in that.
Although he was so great to you and you didn't experience that, you still feel like just with everything that's transpiring, in order for you to soar or to keep elevating, you need to disassociate yourself.
It's not in order for me to keep soaring or, you know, to elevate myself. I just feel like,
guys, if you're looking for a school,
we're gonna pause that right there. I think that she wrong. You know what? They ain't married, so you know what? Do your thing, girl. I must leave that like that. That ain't your husband, so who cares? That ain't your husband. But let's get past this.
although that wasn't my experience, and he was such a good person to me, and that's what people don't understand about like me and Puff relationship. They was just like, you was so loud and you made him a part of your brand, and you know, like you just thought that you had something, and it wasn't that. Because I think the same thing with him. Like he didn't expect to fall in love with me because we did end up falling in love with each other. And I just feel like, you know, it's just everything that's going on. Like I don't want to get caught up in that, and I just need a moment to just pour into me.
Yeah, I could see that, and I just want to take a moment to give you your flowers for being so strong. And I've been through, I feel like a lot of stuff behind the scenes with you, with just going through everything and just seeing how.
Let's stop that because I respect that. He can feel her pain. That's why he trying to hold back his tears, because he know what she going through. She confides in him. Obviously, she has to confide in him. When a friend like that can feel what you going through, that's a friend. Because everybody, it could be partners, relationship, don't feel what you're going through. Everybody don't have the same ambitions that you have. Everybody don't see your vision like you see it, but he see his friend vision and she see his vision. That's why they're gonna forever be friends.
How like everybody really like just turned on you, and just how you've been so strong, even like for your kids, for yourself, being a woman, making the right decisions.
Yeah, I think that. Well, I just want to say thank you, because if it wasn't for you, I don't know what the fuck I would be. I probably would be somewhere like I probably would turn into a motherfucking pill popping animal, putting myself to sleep. Cause this was like pain that I never felt, and the people that I thought would be here for me turned this into like an aha moment.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And it just was like, Nobody called to check on me. Nobody called to see like how I was feeling. Like it was really like an aha. I'm like, oh my God, but you thought that you had this nigga. You thought that you was going up, and I didn't think anything. I got with a nigga and I did what I was supposed to do, and the nigga was doing what he was supposed to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I get with this nigga and just go to Chanel? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was able to get a podcast, and I still got my podcast with or without him.
Yeah.
That's somebody putting you in position. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you selling yourself. I think that a lot of times people count you out or count you short. And just even seeing how you carry yourself in the morning. Wake up, Santana, hold on, I'm on the phone with my business manager. I'm having a business meeting. I'm on a Zoom. I'm talking to my lawyers. Even watching, you turn our lives into our Instagram lives into this.
Right.
That motivate me. And just even being behind the scenes, you pay for your own studio. You still working. You pay for so much stuff that's even for your brand and stuff out of pocket, watching you invest in your business.
Yeah, that's something that I take pride into. It's like I want to bet on myself because I feel like everybody always count me out. And I feel like this whole time
I'm gonna say this, Carisha need to turn that pain into money because she can.
been an underdog.
Yeah.
Like if I was like, people was like, hey, we tried to tell you, y'all tried to tell me I couldn't rap.
And look, what I've accomplished.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I love betting on myself because it's like I love betting on myself because
I like that she said that because that's my motto, I swear. If I'm a bet on anybody, I'm a bet on myself. If I'm a lose whatever, I'm going to lose it on myself. That's why when I started my trucking business, I took everything and I put it into that. And I didn't start with no company, nobody. I said, if I'm a bet on anybody, I'm a bet on me. Who most to put my money on but me? If I don't believe in me, then how am I believe in somebody else? So I'm a bet on me every time, and I respect it.
Because I believe in myself. And just like you said, like I've been investing in myself in the last year.
Yeah.
I've been trying to build the team, trying to find managers, trying to find.
Oh, baby, you higher and fire.
Oh my God, because it's just like I know my potential.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? And I just feel like I got an empire to build.
Yeah.
And I'm going to invest every dollar, every penny that I got into myself.
And
so I do pay for my own studio and I'm not able to release music right now. It's because it's like when I try to turn my music in, it's just like we don't see no growth in your music or, you're not elevating and, like the fans that y'all had 6 years ago, they grown now. And it's just like, when it comes to, I feel like Yung Miami as an artist, that's the music I make. I make fun music. You know what it is, Santana?
You know what it is? She want to hold back. In order to win, you got to tell your truth. I won't hold nothing back in my music. When I get in that studio, I'm just going to drop how I feel on a song. If you drop how you feel and be who you is, like you being right now, I promise you're going to hit across nations on nations. I love when they think the underdog can't come on top.
I feel like I lost my personality. And I feel like the reason why I lost my
you lost your personality. I ain't gonna even see what she's gonna say. I'm just gonna get what I say. Why? Because you've been saving everybody else's personality.
My personality is because everything is so literally now. Like,
yes,
we can just be at the pool just talking something, and the next day you wake up and it's a headline, and it just goes so deep. And that's something that it's just like I feel like
you care too much because you think I'm gonna be worried about what the person gonna say. Be you. See, when you stop being you, that's when everything gonna drop. Because the world gonna talk regardless. Let me let you know that. When y'all stop being y'all, the world is going to talk regardless. Regardless if you being good, not being good, whatever. That's just the world. So if you sit there and base how you eat on what the world tell you, man, just do. If whoever love you, gonna love you. Whoever not. But at the end of the day, as long as you know you was being you at all times, people gonna love you for being you. That's why I be me, ratchet, whatever. I'ma be me. Because either you gonna love me for me, And some people gonna hate you for you at the same time. But all in the instance, how I look at it, it's still love. It's still love. My head's still gonna be up high. My head's still gonna be low. If I want it to be low, but it ain't gonna ever be low because I'ma always think highly of myself. You know how many people will eat us up in the world in the comments? Man, you worry about what people say. Then that make you forget who the fuck you is. Never forget who you is because of what people want you to be. Let's go.
I lost myself. Because normally I used to be online on live all day, Santana. We'll be riding around the car, juicy crabs anywhere we on live. Now I'm scared to pop up my live. Like that's like the other day we had a pool. I'm like, Santana, I'm gonna turn off my live because I feel like people build you up to break you down.
I'm gonna find it.
So the reason why people fell in love with me is just like now it's just like, oh, you so ignorant, you so this, and
let them say it.
I just feel like I don't have personality no more, and it just really hurts.
I think that
you better go get it. I don't know where you left your personality at, but wherever you left it at, Miami, go get it. Because people gonna say what they gotta say regardless. Girl, go back and get your personality then. If you left it, go get it.
Yeah. Always remember, your personality is what got you here. People fell in love with you as a person, and then they fell in love with the music.
Exactly.
Because to everybody initially, you couldn't rap. What they say, I used to sound like
what, chipmunks?
Yeah, they say I sound like chipmunks. It was always this, it was always that. And then next thing you know, people was rapping you word for word. And you got so many Bible slangs.
Oh my God. I want to start a dictionary.
Yes.
Like Carisha dictionary. Because it's always a new word.
It's always a new word. Everything you do sell, but you stole candles off of 11:11. Like, it's just like, I just watch and I always be so proud of you because I'm like, bitch, wherever she touched her to go.
Let's go.
There are 15 new jobs added to Indeed.
So it's just like, I'm like, I just want you to always keep that and stay grounded in it and know that.
Yep. That's what you gotta do, Citrica. Fall back in love with yourself.
I just really, really like when you asked me earlier, like, how was my mental? I just really hate that I lost my personality.
Mm-hmm.
And that's on me telling you, like, Santana, I don't want to dance no more, and dance to make me happy. I'm like, I don't want to go to the club. I don't want to dance no more. It's just, reading comments, and it really take away from, like, you get in your head. Like, you start overthinking everything. Like, you can have a hit, but it's like, I'm overthinking it. I'm feeling like, bitch, me.
Let me say, you shouldn't even think about it at all. Either you're gonna hit it, it's not that people gonna like it or not. They don't like that, will make something else. And eventually keep making it until they like it. Because eventually it's something, everybody not gonna like everything. Some people gonna vibe on it, some people not, but that don't mean stop. Because you ain't vibe on this one, you may vibe on the next one. Maybe this one wasn't for your type, your group. Maybe this one for this type, this group. That's what you got to keep in mind. And people lose focus about what they got to keep in mind to keep going. You may not like this one today. It may be 100 lies or 100 things that I have done, and people may not like it. And then it's that one lie, then everybody on it. That's just how it is. That's just how it's going to be. You ain't got to never stop being you. And that's what people lose every time when people stop being you and you keep trying to fit in where you don't belong. Never take away from you. Never. Keep being you. And I'm going to always say this on my platform. Always be you. It's easier to try to fit in. It's harder to continue to stay true to you. And people, that's why people lose, because they don't stay true to them. They want to worry about what this one going to say. You think I'm be worried about somebody talking about my hair? They going to talk it regardless. Long as they lips is moving and people can talk, people going to talk regardless. You could be the most beautiful person in the world. They talk about Beyonce. Why wouldn't they talk about you? They talk about the queen. They talk about the president. They talk about people who got great education. They talk about Einstein. They're going to talk about everybody. That's just what people do. Everybody is not going to be everybody's cup of tea. And you have to remember, but they're going to sip. Everybody going to try. They're going to sip, continue.
Me popping up my motherfucking phone no more. That's just me being me. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking too deep into it because the internet is just this whole new world of like everything you do is wrong.
Yeah.
And that shit will really break you down as a person when it's like you reading all of
No.
these negative things and it's like taking up,
I like.
majority of your day.
No,
Like
let
you
me
just
see.
reading like you should give
I
up.
don't block no negative. I don't block. People gonna say it. When you after they said, go back in the mirror and say, "Oh well," and tell yourself, "I love me. I'm me." People gonna talk until people realize that people gonna talk until they blue in the face. People gonna be, "Oh, you ratchet, you," and who cares about what you say? What a person say will not make you or break you. It shouldn't. People gonna talk regardless. You could be the most, like I said, educated person in the world. They still gonna talk about, or they person think them too. They gonna always have something to say. People just have to talk. God gave them some vocals and stuff, and they be using it.
But bitch, you ain't shit. You gonna start thinking like, damn, should I give up?
Yeah.
If I ain't
No,
shit,
no.
and it don't feel good. But when you go
I will not
outside and you feel
question
that love,
myself.
you
Keep
just feel
going.
like,
Every time a negative comment don't come,
bitch, you
that
gotta
mean I
keep
gotta
going.
keep going.
One person
Let
I
me keep
love,
coming.
K.
I'm gonna
Michelle.
keep
That's one of my
going.
favorite
Tell
people, an
Carisha
artist,
to
and
get
just
to
as
me.
a
I'm gonna be the.
person. She came to me the other
You
day and
need
she was
somebody to
like,
sit
"Tell
there and
Carisha
motivate you.
we
Walk,
love her."
Yeah,
talk.
she DM me.
She told me, she said, tell her we love her. She was like, and this is what happened to superstars. She said, everybody go up and you have a time where shit happens. She said, and you shoot right back up. And so I'm
And you
just
will.
so excited for the comeback. And that just leads me into what's next for Young Miami, what's next for this Yams era. You know what I'm
I won't
saying?
be long. Look, my speeches right here.
What's coming in the
After
future?
that, I
I've
can
been
do
in the
my
studio
speech.
working.
Mhm.
I'm ready.
And I
I'm
have
ready.
like a
Do my
project that's
speech. You know,
ready. I have
I'm
a
not gonna
single
have
that's
this stuff
ready.
in by the
And
time I need this stuff
what's
in.
next for me is
Come on, stop
season
being
2 of
lazy.
Carisha, please.
When you want me
Oh,
to be
that's why
understanding that you
y'all
are
ain't
my
turned
little
down
man,
hard.
when we supposed to go on a date and then you gotta go to work, I'm
We got season 2
understanding.
of Carisha,
I'm not out
please.
here acting all
Mm-hmm.
stupid and be like, okay, go to
We
work.
got a reality show.
So don't start.
Okay.
We got Risha Reloaded.
You better put me on one of
Oh,
them
part 2.
shows.
We got part 2
What?
of Risha Reloaded.
You better put me
Okay.
on one of
Another
them
round of
shows.
applause.
Y'all give her a clap because
Girl,
she
I
might
know
need
Risha
to
Roulette by
hear
heart. So
this.
that is very
She might
exciting.
need to hear
Part 2
this.
is way more crazy.
That is Risha.
Just make sure the person to your right or the person to your left is somebody that you might want to do a little, have some fun with.
So do we got a Risha
And
Reloaded that we
make
can
and this
sample?
one, I know people love money, so you can make you a couple of dollars off of this game.
So do we have something we can sample?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's bring that out, babe.
Let's see what she got
Let's
going
bring
on,
that
y'all.
out.
Smile, baby. You deserve to
This is
smile.
my first sample.
Mm.
Okay.
It's just a sample, but this is part 2 of the game.
Okay, so this is the new look. It's blue. This is cute.
It's blue, pink.
Blue
It's
and pink.
blue, pink, and white.
Okay. Blue, pink, and white Santana.
This is part 2 of the game. It's called Rich Rulo. They got a new look. I decided to make it unisex.
Mm-hmm.
So I added a blue twist, black, and you could get a little few up and coin.
Okay.
Because either you want I'm a dare you, or you gotta pay me.
Oh. So I got these cards right here. Are these dare only cards? These shot
No,
cards?
we gonna do the little shots. So I don't know if you got your coin.
Okay, I keep a coin.
Yes, tell them have the
Thank you,
coins.
no bias.
Have the
So,
coins.
so I'm gonna pull the first
We
one.
love
Oh my God, I'm telling the truth, enough but the truth. So help me God.
I'm scared.
I'm not saying shit to sell this game. Come on.
Let's go. Pop off.
Take a shot.
All right.
Story time.
We listen.
Tell us a time you went somewhere or popped up knowing your ass wasn't invited, or take a shot.
When have I ever popped up and know I wasn't invited?
I ain't necessarily my business.
Take a shot.
I tell man.
I'm gonna take my shot.
Ooh,
Okay, so
once
you
again,
gotta ask me
trust
something.
Okay, give me.
Girl, the jacket a little too tight.
I don't remember popping
Come
up.
on, girl, the feds too tight, man.
Pretty sure I'm not on it.
I would have had to take a shot. Let's
Girl,
see.
just give me a couple. You keep a couple.
Well, that look like that's gonna be the end of that. It's almost getting to it.
Look at these
Like 2
cards.
minutes
Cute.
left. We just enjoying the time and the vibing with her.
This some shit you did. Since you done did everything in this.
What?
Take a shot if you
Okay.
ever purchase a fake designer item.
Oh, we all were gonna be
Or
taking a
Let
shot.
me see the card. Let me see the card.
Say Send it to Sheen. Send it to, we all have.
Take a shot if you ever purchase a fake designer item or purchase a fake designer.
Take a double shot.
This is off the runway now. This is.
That ain't out the runway.
That was so long ago. Very much getting
Oh,
2018.
you know what? I'm done with you that. We should roll it out the last
I
time.
don't know. See, that's all I'm saying. I need to see what's going on in the
They say take a shot if you ever had to fuck your way out of a situation.
I had to out of my life when they put them in my domestic violent partner. Put that. gun
Oh
to
my God.
head. I had
So
to.
for real. And that's a wrap.
That's how I was able to stay.
No, honestly, like I just want to say for real, thank you for being here for me.
You're
Waking up.
welcome.
When I take these kids at 7 a.m., I say, Tana,
For real.
like, huh?
And I hate to be asleep.
No, but just thank you for being like my shoulder, my therapist, like my shoulder to cry on my therapist. And just really, like being there in my corner in this hard time. It's been real, real rough. And for real, because you be like, I'm like, so that ain't over me, but bitch, ho, ho, bitch, ho, ho, bitch, ho, go outside, bitch, ho, run.
Yes, I love that.
So if I had that every day, it's like, I don't know what I'd be.
I think I'm that friend to everybody, but you need that
Of
one.
course, I got you, my best
I hope
friend.
y'all
We
like my
gang
live. I'm
biscuit.
just
Thank
trying to
you.
learn how to share my
Period. And that's
screen.
all.
So it gonna
That's all,
be better
Felicia,
next
please.
time. Y'all know
Season
how I'm
2.
coming now.
We out
When
this
I'm gonna have the
motherfucker.
tea, I'm gonna be able to share the
Pull out the
screen.
stick, come shoot that. Booty poke out like a book bag. Booty poke out like a book bag. Pull over ass too fast. Cause we gonna bring that Uncle Lou back.